Good morning and welcome to Weekends with Whitney. Coming up on this morning show, meet a group of athletes who are doing something no other group has done before. Why they're flipping out, over, and up, achieving big success in the process. Plus, take a look at this $25,000 contraption. At first glance, you might wonder how it could give you more energy, vitality, and fight cancer. But I'll show you how. Then we head to Central to take a stab at Stabb's. Chef Justin McVeigh shows us how to cook up the best steak ever. But first, we begin with a force worth cheering about. LA Cheer Force is in Orlando, Florida this morning, competing in the World Championship. Now, most squads would be thrilled just to have one group in the competition, but this group has three. It's something no other Louisiana cheer group has ever done before. So I caught up with them before they headed to Orlando on their last practice of the week. And as you'll see for yourself, there's a lot to cheer about.
Come on, superstar, let's go!
This is the Louisiana Cheer Force Gold Team. They're one of the country's favorites to win the World Championship this weekend in Orlando. Last year, they came in third among nearly 100 other squads. It was the first time a Louisiana team had ever placed in the top three. It's been 15 years in the making for LA Cheer president, owner, and coach, Rachel Pearson.
I started this in 2000, and I started with one team of about 15 kids, and they were maybe like junior age kids. And over the last 15 years, it's just grown and taken off, and now we have 17 competition teams.
Today, more than 300 cheerleaders train here. Rachel has 24 coaches on staff. Kay Shank is one of them. She says kids from as far away as Monroe and New Orleans travel to Baton Rouge twice a week to train here.
And I've just seen this program explode in the last 8 years, and it's been incredible to watch. One of the girls on gold I've coached since she was 3 years old. So now I get to take her to Worlds, and it's really neat, special.
17-year-old Sarah Kate Reynolds is one of those doing Cheer Force since she was 3.
Couldn't imagine my life without cheerleading. Like, I love it.
Cheerleading has come a long way since it first started in the late 1800s. Then it was men only cheering on their college football teams. It stayed that way until World War II, when most men were off fighting the war. Once women started cheerleading in 1923, they brought in tumbling, stunting, and props like the megaphone. Today, it's big business. Rachel is an occupational therapist, but after working in her field 6 years and doing the cheer program all at the same time,
You have to do the choreo!
one had to go.
This is a full-time job.
Rachel was on one of the first competitive all-star cheer teams. It was in 1987 that cheerleading did a major flip.
But this is a complete different thing than school cheerleading. Completely different. You know, the school cheerleaders do cheer on the sidelines for their football teams and basketball teams and different sports, whereas the competitive all-star cheer is, we don't cheer for anybody but ourselves.
It takes more than cheer and spirit to compete. It takes advanced tumbling skills, dance ability, stunt coordination, and showmanship.
It's a really intense sport where all across the country you have millions of kids involved in this sport.
Competitive cheerleading has its critics. Some say the stunts have become too dangerous. Rachel disagrees.
It's safe, but you have to follow the progressions. USASF is our all-star governing body, and they put forth some rules and regulations for the sport, and the coaches that are training the kids really got to follow those rules. If you follow the progressions and you follow the levels and say you don't push a kid to a higher level before they're ready, then they're definitely trained.
These cheerleaders train 11 months out of the year. They go to competitions nearly every weekend. But the biggest is this weekend's World Championship. However, one wrong move, one missed stunt, one precision error, and the team could lose it all. It makes mental coaching as tough and important as the physical.
But we have to tell them, you know, your bodies are trained in what to do, and you have to just let your muscle memory take over. And don't be nervous, because the nerves are what's gonna, going to get to you, but you have to trust each other that you can do this, you've been trained, you know exactly what to do. And we train our kids that if there is a mistake, you fix it and you keep going.
I've been on the world mat for so long, and I still, like, something gets to me. Like, I still have butterflies, but I'm so confident in our routine and, like, everything. Like, I don't know, like, I have so much confidence built up that, like, I'm so ready for it. It's so exciting.
It's the most exciting year yet for Rachel. Not only is her gold team a favorite, but she has two other teams, Onyx and Chrome, also competing in the World Championship this weekend. They're all in different divisions based on age and squad size, but all three will compete against the best teams in the U.S. and 40 other countries. However, even that's not all. Next weekend, Rachel has 5 other teams competing in the National Summit competition, also in Orlando. That's where 10% of the best U.S. teams compete. 8 teams from one gym competing at this level is a first for Rachel and all of Louisiana.
All of our teams this year at Cheer Force have just been phenomenal. I mean, really good. But we're definitely taking the most teams from Louisiana.
She never dreamed all this 15 years ago.
I never really thought it would get this big. It's just kind of something that developed over the years, and every year would get bigger and bigger, and it started to become a real passion. And as it, you know, got bigger and bigger, I started to get more and more competitive.
19-year-old Cameron Stout never thought he'd be in a cheer competition. He played baseball at Catholic High. Then his sister urged him to head to the gym at Cheer Force.
And my sister, she actually cheers for LSU. And she told me to come play around, and I started to do it, and then I guess I'm here now.
He had no idea he could even tumble until he came here. Turns out, he's a natural.
I realized I was actually kind of good at it, so I just decided to do it.
A good move on Cameron's part. Since then, he's been in the movie The Champions League with the rest of the gold team that they filmed just last month in the other LA, Los Angeles.
Yo, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood.
And Disney World to win last year's 3rd place world title.
I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was not really expected because we didn't do too good the whole season. And then we just came out and hit 3 days in a row, and it was just, I mean, it was crazy.
But like everyone at this level, he suffers through injuries along the way.
I'm a little nervous myself because I haven't tumbled in a while because I injured my back. And today's my first day back. Man, I'm still hurt, but I'm going to fight through it, so yeah.
Being a male cheerleader puts him in a pretty impressive circle. Also cheerleaders, Ronald Reagan, George H. and George W. Bush. Rachel says they couldn't do all of this without the guys.
Really, our boys are very, they have to be very strong. We use them a lot for our co-ed stunting. We really need our boys. They really help push us to the next level with the routines.
2 of the guys on the gold team are LSU cheerleaders. Many more of these athletes will go on to cheer on the collegiate level too and get college scholarships to go with it. They have an impressive track record here.
LSU loves when they get some of our kids because they've already been trained in the co-ed stunting. So when they've got the tumbling skills and the co-ed stunting, it's a win-win.
To win at World, Rachel says these teams just have to do 2 things.
Stay relaxed, hit your routine. The rest is up to the judges. So just go out there, hit your routine, trust each other, and we'll see where we fall.
They promise to keep everyone updated on their progress at Worlds. And if you'd like to follow along, you can find LA Cheer Force on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And coming up next, time to hit the bottle. Why some say this will fast track you to better health, more energy, and fight off disease. The cold press rage is hot. Next.
Maggio, the only way to go. Maggio Buick GMC, your satisfaction's our specialty. We really deliver on Falls River here in New Roads. Small town atmosphere, legendary service for over 60 years. Maggio, the only way to go. The only way to go, that's Maggio.
This segment brought to you by our friends at Wayne Stabler Companies. Welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. Well, Louisiana leads the nation in too many preventable diseases. In fact, experts say that there are just a few simple changes that we can all make to live longer, better, and happier. This machine probably doesn't look like $25,000 to you, but many, like Heath Addison, say it can make you feel like $1 million.
It changed our life dramatically.
It changed it by getting more fruits and vegetables into his body. And getting more nutrients, it was easier for Heath to make healthier choices. In the process, he lost 100 pounds.
Within a couple of months, I was off one of my medications.
He credits the Big Squeezy's cold-pressed juicer, which retains the vitamins, phytonutrients, and most importantly, live enzymes from the fruits and vegetables. Owner Kim Matsko says this machine can have your body working like a well-oiled machine in no time. So Kim graciously decided that she is going to show us how this is done.
We are going to cold press some juice.
In clothes you probably normally wouldn't do this in.
Correct.
Okay.
But I will wear my safety glasses and a hat and gloves. All right.
So the magic of this cold press before we get started
Sure.
is the fact that it does not use heat.
Correct.
Keeps all the natural enzymes. Does it do anything else that's
Well, you're going to be
extraordinary?
amazed. You're going to be amazed. I'm going to put the produce that needs to be shredded through the hopper here. It's going to come down into the bag. And then once everything's in the bag, we're going to add a few things that don't get shredded, and they're going to go through the press. It comes to 1,500 pounds of pressure.
Wow.
And by the time we're done, I mean, so many nutrients come out of the produce that even like animals would barely even want to eat the pulp afterwards. So it's that much stuff comes out.
Okay, so
you're
the
going to be
shredding
pretty amazing.
and then the pressing. Mm-hmm. Two processes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only certain things need to be shredded. So, but a lot of stuff like the lemons and the pineapple that we're going to add for this particular recipe will just go through the press. Yep. Here we go. So we're going to turn this. Gets a little noisy.
Okay.
So we wait. So it's going to go up. So it's like 60 miles an hour. Yeah.
Wow. Can I look in there?
You want to? Yeah. You can. You want to throw the apples in?
Sure. Okay.
There you go.
All of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Now that
You can throw it if you want.
I can throw it?
Yeah. Yeah.
baseball season out for us.
Okay, now we plunge it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. You can do it.
I never thought plunging would
Push
be
it in
fun.
and pull it out. Yeah. Pull it back out. Just keep. Yep. Just go like this. Pull it out. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Some in there.
Keep going. Good. That's okay.
Woo, thought I broke it.
Is that it? No, that's all right.
More in there. I got
Good.
nervous.
All right, we're good. Okay. So now we're done with the shredding. So we're going to open up the bag. We're going to add in some pineapple. We're going to add some lemon.
Okay, you all do some serious chopping around here.
Morning prep is quite the production. And now we turn the press on. It's a big hydraulic press.
Oh.
So it's going to go up. Once it gets almost closed, it's going to go to 1,500 pounds. Yeah. So you can see all the fresh stuff coming out already.
There it comes.
It's getting filtered on the bottom. So sometimes the slower we go, we can get a little more out. And then we want to get as many of the nutrients as we can. You don't want to put your hand in there. Definitely not. No. So you can see now the pressure's gone up. So it's just going to keep pressing in here. And that is it. So I'm going to turn this off.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Oh, that's good.
I already feel healthier. You get 3 pounds of fruits and vegetables in every bottle. They also juice up smoothies, wheatgrass shots, and much more. Kim's business partner, Peyton Fisher, who used to head up the DHH Diabetes Obesity Prevention Program, says they opened the Big Squeezy to give people a quick, convenient, healthy choice in this fast-paced world.
Kind of putting a product where people can make a healthy choice where they're already living, they're already working, and they're already playing. So it's putting it right there, we just reach and grab it.
And their operation is about to get a whole lot bigger.
Actually gone into a partnership with the LSU Agricultural School, their food incubator program. So in the next few months, we'll actually be moving our entire production, our juice production, to the incubator and be working with them and their food scientists. So doing a lot of research together as well as hosting our production there.
We need a healthy, strong community. And we just wanted to create a place where people could make that choice. And this is it.
The Big Squeezy is located on Perkins Road, right near the overpass. And they do free tastings all day, every day, and invite you to stop in and try it out. And don't forget, look for their products in a grocery store soon near you. And coming up as Weekends with Whitney continues, it's time to fire up the grill. Chef Justin at Stabb's in Central shows us how to serve up the best steaks ever. And we'll check out their herb garden. It's gorgeous. It may give you a few ideas for an herb garden update of your own. Discover your art of living at Dixon Smith Interiors. With 10,000 square feet of inspired interiors, it's easy to bring beauty home. Create a unique interior that reflects your exterior. Translate what you love into where you live. For 60 years, Dixon Smith has refined the art of style, space, and comfort. You're a work of art. Your home should be too. Embrace your art of living at Dixon Smith Interiors in the heart of Baton Rouge. Discover Dixon.
Give the gift of fine dining. Wayne Stabler Companies is offering 1 card for 4. Le Creole, The Little Village, Stabb Steak and Seafood. 4 sizzling restaurants, 1 card.
Atlas Foundation Repair, fixing your foundation problems for more than 30 years while preserving and protecting your trees. Welcome back to Weekends with Whitney. We are in the kitchen of Stabb's restaurant located in Central. And executive chef Justin McVeigh is joining us this morning, and we're going to do something delicious with the New York strip. Great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks. Okay, so Stabb's, as if we're going to put a stab into meat. So I love that we're cooking a delicious strip.
Right.
How do you do yours?
All right. We got a little blackening seasoning. Just make sure to get a good coating over the whole thing. Skillet. It helps to have a 1500 degree broiler.
So good old cast iron.
Yep.
Louisiana tradition. Ooh,
Got
wow.
a good char on it. Now we can move it out of the direct heat.
Oh, okay. Boy, that didn't take long to char it at all.
No, but it's going to take a few minutes from here.
Okay.
Well,
now I like mine medium rare, just so you know.
That's what we're working with.
But you'll cook it any way anybody wants it, right?
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll get the vegetables started.
Okay, what are we going to serve it with?
Our veg of the day, I usually like a combination of vegetables. Don't like it to be just one of anything.
Sure, good.
So, got some red onions, some squash, and some sugar snap peas.
Oh, yummy. Now, do you put butter or anything in the bottom of your pan when you do yours?
We do a little canola oil on the bottom just to, probably get a good sear.
Okay.
And just kind of keep it moving. Okay, to this, I'm going to add some smoked tomatoes.
Okay.
Which kind of gives a smoky flavor to the vegetables without all of them having to be smoked. We'll let that cook for a few seconds. Cabbage.
Nice.
That's pretty much done.
Excellent.
As hot as the skillet is, it's going to continue cooking at the bottom of that.
Ah. What's the secret to a good steak, Justin?
1, good quality meat, and 2, trying not to overdo it. Not too much seasoning. I usually just do a little salt and pepper, especially like on a fillet or a ribeye. I don't bother messing with that. This is more of a blackening seasoning, which really holds up well against the actual skillet itself. A little barbecue onion garnish. One more time. Then at the end, we'll hit it with a little bit of brown butter.
Ah.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ann Zedlitz, board-certified dermatologist, laser specialist, and an expert injector. Not all skin types are the same, so not all treatment should be the same. Are you looking to reduce fine lines and wrinkles? We can do that. Scarring from acne or injuries, or what about stretch marks? Tired of dealing with rosacea or uneven pigmentation? Are you looking to lift or tighten your skin? We can do that too. Come see me and my team of experts here at Z Dermatology.
New location now in Prairieville.
Before we leave you this morning, I just have to show you Stabb's new herb garden, because this is what mine looks like. How pitiful is that? Well, the winter certainly took its toll, and I've done nothing since. I mean, it's tiny, of course, but I can do more. And I was really inspired seeing this. Stabb's just put in a big herb garden. There's rosemary, shallots, thyme, mint, just to name a few. And then bigger things like lemon trees, lime, and satsumas. Now, they'll get bigger. They just were planted a few weeks ago, but they will be delicious and in all their foods soon. And while I'll never have the space to do anything on this big of a scale, maybe it can inspire all of us to do something at least on a smaller scale. And be sure to join us next week. We'll bravely take you up in a 1930s Stearman biplane. You'll see parts of Louisiana like you've never seen before. And what in the world is this? I asked the same question and got a surprising answer. We're going to show you what it's doing here and who's doing what with it. Thanks for sharing part of your Sunday with me here on Weekends with Whitney. Hope you have a great week ahead. This morning, we ran into some guys this week who are doing some pretty cool things on two wheels. We leave you with this.